That shit just makes it look amazing. It needs to be like that.
Yeah. Quarantine. All right. Okay, Q, are you gonna introduce the podcast?
What's up,
man? Yes, I am, guys. Yo, welcome to the Shoot the Messenger podcast. I'm here with my boys Maybach Bubs and Liberace, and I am 1/3, and I go by the name of Q-Man. Gents, how are you doing?
Oh, good, man. Super.
Oh, good,
Indoors?
Man. Indoors and healthy, man.
That's dope, man. It's a new world. It's a new world in 2020.
Yeah, taking showers.
Yeah. Taking showers,
like,
man.
Like at 11 a.m.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That's one thing. That's one thing I still do regularly. Take showers.
Yeah, you gotta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
every day.
Definitely. Every
you gotta
day.
Do it
Every day, man.
Just move forward.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, changing clothes every day too.
Oh, changing clothes every day?
Yeah, we change your clothes every day. You know, we shower, we take, what, you're just gonna shower and go back to your old clothes?
I just realized that I ran out of like casual clothes. So
how?
Work shirts and stuff.
You wear your work shirts when you're working from home?
Yeah, not because of I have to. Because I have to because I ran out of the damn, I don't have enough casual clothes. That's what I just realized.
Do you change your clothes every day, bro?
Yeah, I have to.
No, you don't. I don't.
What the hell, Q?
Well, I mean, Q, to be honest, you don't even shower every day. I mean, I heard you say yeah. But okay, all right. Let's move on. Let's move on. Okay, cool. But let's move on.
Have we started the podcast officially? Everyone is feeling good.
Yeah, no, everybody's feeling good, man.
Yeah, everyone's healthy, right?
Yeah.
Well,
so guys, I was on social media the other day, and
huh?
Yeah.
Well, every day, but on this particular day, I was like, whoa, these guys are talking about Grootman, and they're making out to seem like some homoerotic statement, and they're saying guys are like twirling or whatever for other men, and I was a bit taken aback because I don't think Grootman is like necessarily a bad word. I just think it's with lack of context, it can get misconstrued.
Yeah.
So basically, they were like, yeah?
No, go on.
So basically, they were like,
what is Grootman?
Basically, Grootman is like, it's like big bro. Somebody older or somebody you see like as a big bro type vibe. You know what I'm saying?
I know this might sound stupid.
Respect by calling them Grootman. Yeah.
What is to twirl exactly?
It comes from that meme.
So to twirl is like a ballerina. It's like a ballerina, like doing like a circle, like turning around in a circle. That's what twirling is.
The connotation behind that is seeking validation.
From I'm supposed now a Grootman.
Yeah, like a Grootman.
Grootman.
Apparently, one of the ways to really twirl for a Grootman is to say, "Hey, yo, Grootman, you got enough ice in there? You drink. I can go get some ice for you. You know."
Oh, so we back. So this is another variation of this ice boy bullshit.
Basically.
No, ice boy is like. The thing is with ice boy is like apparently there's a.
I never understood.
A hierarchy. No, it's like apparently there's a hierarchy with a group of friends. So like, if you're the ice boy, you're like at the bottom of that hierarchy.
Like,
okay,
sounds like sounds like one of those history channels, like, different lion cubs, one's having to, but yeah. But, I mean, Grootman basically, and I think the way Twitterverse was sort of defining it was to say, listen, for the longest time, y'all have been, shitting on females when it comes to, some of the behavior, when it comes to how they treat men.
Yeah, what behavior is that? Can you be specific about the behavior?
Can I be specific about the behavior?
Yeah.
I mean, quick light jab. I mean, how, the ladies will be like referring to, particular gentlemen of particular stature. Calling them daddy, daddy, can you buy some drinks?
Have you ever heard that though? Like, I mean, no. I think, have you ever heard any woman call anyone dirty, except for like social media?
I gotta have. I've had it.
Where,
in Bloom. I heard it in Bloom.
You heard a woman call another man daddy?
Yeah, like, hey, daddy, buddy, drinks. Can we have some drinks for me and my friend?
Are you sure that gentleman wasn't her father?
100% Cubana touching your dad like that. Hell no, come on.
The thing is, the reason I say that is that, like, there's a lot of stuff that just only happens on the internet, like on social media, like this daddy or daddy. I've never actually encountered this in real life. Like,
you've never really
seriously.
No, I think it happens behind closed doors or between two people. I don't think they go out amongst a group of friends and be calling each other daddy, but I do think, yeah.
The ones that do call, these homies daddy are the ones that really they don't really give it up like that, right? They're not. It's almost like a funny way of doing it, and at the same time, just sort of like giving this guy a sense of security that, hey man, something might happen, but it's not.
Yeah. That whole daddy thing, I actually have like a theory about like that, and just women in general, and the fact that
women in general
they call men that, like, well, with money or whatever, who do stuff for them daddy, and just in general how I guess the conversations around dating and stuff and social media have, like, the kind of route they've taken. But I mean, we're not talking about that now. We're talking about Grootman. So do you guys have?
Do we have Grootman?
Yeah.
No, I have. I mean, this is not per se, but like, I don't use that exact word. The thing is void of context.
Have you ever said Grootman to anyone?
Yes, I have.
Okay, let's start there. Who did you say it to?
It was like one of my brother's friends, my older brother's friends.
Is he richer than you?
Yes. But that was not the reason.
Have you ever done favors for this gentleman?
No, never.
Like run errands for him or something?
Nah.
You didn't sound convincing there.
I just said nah, bro.
Nah. Okay, cool. So this gentleman, he's older than you, he's your brother's friend, and he has more money than you. You called him Grootman. So you Grootman out.
Yeah, he was like, yeah.
Okay, cool. So why were you calling him Grootman exactly? Because and what makes him your Grootman?
he's man, is this like my like a older brother figure?
An older
You know what I
brother
mean?
figure.
Yeah, that is not my
Okay.
older brother. You know what I
Right.
mean? Yeah.
And you regard him as Grootman.
Well, yeah.
So how
Okay,
many
cool.
times have you encountered this guy?
Quite a few times. I've been to his house. I've met his family.
When did it graduate to Grootman? Like the first time?
Guys,
First time you think,
Okay.
dude,
All
this is
right,
not.
Q. I think I have an
We're not
idea
gonna.
of what you're talking about. I think I have an idea of what you're talking about, actually, Q. And we're gonna get to the bottom of this.
so like,
Has this guy?
No, we're not gonna go into.
No.
You're not gonna put me
I
under a
think
microscope.
no. We're
No.
not putting you right. I think
Yeah,
we're
but
using an example, but it's just based on you. But we're working with the whole framework that the girls came up with on Twitter. That like basically, what for guys is hey daddy for guys. But you know, covered up because of toxic masculinity. But it's basically the same kind of twirling behavior, or whatever they call it. So has this gentleman ever paid for like a meal, or maybe you were at a club and they paid for drinks?
no,
The one that you called from under. You said no.
no.
Okay, and that's like the true answer. That
Yes. Diva, you don't know who I'm talking about. You think you
I
know
do
who
know
I'm
who you.
talking about. You don't.
Okay, cool. All right. Okay, cool.
has he,
All right, Q's
has
not
he
gonna.
bought a bottle for the table?
Huh?
Has he bought a bottle for the table?
Not that I've been around.
All right.
Yeah.
Is he gonna put you a drink?
No, he hasn't. Guys, you guys are getting this thing misconstrued. That's why I said, let's not look at this particular case. For me, the issue that was being addressed on Twitter is basically guys using Grootman in a way to suck up to richer men. That's what they were saying on
Yeah.
Twitter. And I think that's the issue because you can still be doing that without saying Grootman.
Yeah.
So Grootman is just like it's just a word. It's a term of
Yeah, it's just a
endearment.
word. Yeah.
And how it's used is totally up to you. Because I've seen guys sucking up and using Grootman. Grootman, can you do this? And like abusing the word, and it's very cringeworthy. But I don't think Grootman is necessarily like the anchor or the issue with what they were saying. They're just using that now.
I have a total like different view on it in terms of what, because for me, and I'll speak from my own personal experiences, is whenever I use the word Grootman, it was two cases. Well, I think I'll go three. The first one is my older uncles. Those for me were sort of, I mean, they're still in sort of like there's almost like a 15-year gap between me and them, but I can still relate to them. So it's not a case of dudes that are like far-fetched in the 50s or, it's guys that still do the same sort of similar things that I've seen that, I could be doing or something like that. And they can still relate to me. So I call them Grootman instead of uncle. And it's like, hey, Grootman, what's going?
Yeah.
That's
okay.
The second case is I've used this word in general for like older dudes that I've sort of like I'm acquainted with. And I happen to be maybe the youngest one. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're richer, right?
Yeah.
But these are dudes that, for example, if there's a dude at the gym, right, that, comes by and is like, hey, listen.
The dude at the gym.
I'm using gym. For example, for me, it's the golf course. Like I meet those dudes all the time. It's dudes that, are much older than me, but we're playing in the same sort of like.
Do you sometimes help them carry the golf bag?
I'm a
between
golf
holes.
player, not a caddy, my nigga. I'm nice with it.
It's interesting listening to you guys, refer to you, Grootman, saying, like, you guys, both you and Drew, you're very defensive about this specific person. No, hold up. Let me just make my point. You see, you're proving my point. Just like, you haven't even heard it, but like, you're going on defense.
Okay.
So it's interesting because this particular topic came about in relation to money, right? So the gentleman has to be richer. And Uchu admits that he hasn't or whatever, but like, take money out of this equation. This guy, yeah, he may got more money, but he ain't even bought nothing for me. He's never bought me a Coke
No,
or
man.
whatever.
Okay.
Now, hold up.
Yeah.
Relax. Bob's is also saying that, he has a Grootman, but they're not necessarily richer than him. They're just older. Why do you think?
Yeah.
And that's true, right? But I'm saying, like, the way you guys addressed it just came across as that you were very defensive about that particular part, right? And it may be true, but why can't you have like an older dude and I've been in mind, he can be richer than you or whatever, and admit that you're money out.
Yeah. I was saying to you
We're
earlier,
not, but we're not.
I love to have a full man, dog. Like, I love to have a dude that will like give me a call and be like, hey, listen. Okay.
Pause there,
Pause.
No. I'd love to have a full man. Just call them, hey, dude. I'm late for rent this month.
I'd like to have. Well, I like. There's no other way to put it. I like to have a big homie that comes to me and says, listen, we're going out tonight.
Big homie.
You're driving us there, right? Hell, I don't mind jumping in front of the freaking M5 and driving the damn thing to,
Damn, son, you are the literal definition of what they call an ice boy in this kind of conversations. You just want to drive an M5 with rich niggas.
I don't care. He's spitting game to me, dog.
You know what's interesting? Like, a lot of your Grootmans, right? And my Grootmans, like, right? Like, they like you guys. So one is like a family member, like older than me and stuff. Like, he's definitely way richer than me. And whenever he go out, he always, because he's older, like, he always had to bill all the time. Like, I mean, sometimes I'll like maybe pay for something just to kind of let you know that to abuse the dude. But there definitely is that financial impact. But money is not really what makes the people I consider a Grootman on Grootman or not Grootman. It's generally, do I respect you or not?
Yeah.
Is there something in you that I look up to? Like something character related as opposed to something money related. And the interesting thing is, Bubs, in those situations that you just named where you're gonna have to be the driver and they get drunk, for me, it's usually the other way around. I'm usually the one that's fucking blasted and drunk and I'm there fucking driving it.
No, I think people just need to get very comfortable with giving gap and giving people that show of respect without feeling that without having to care so much about how they come across.